welcome back to Aviation Podcast. Your usual pilots are here, MTOS48 and Husky Gaming 365 on this week's episode. And this news came out after last week's episode was published, so this news is theoretically a week late. Southwest has people in Europe. Are they considering the A220 after MAX dramas? I guess we'll find out. And the A321 Neo Long Range is in service with American. Photo credit goes to my co-host Husky Gaming 365. First topic, Southwest considering an Airbus. What is going on here? This is not something I expected. This was something that I saw in my FlightAware weekly email. I clicked on it and this is what we're at. And obviously, this is all speculation. This is just something that was published in the FlightAware weekly email. For those who get it last week, you'll know what I'm talking about. And in that article, it also stated that this current CEO knows and thinks that they're not going to be all Boeing for their entirety. You know, he's really considering looking outside of being just Boeing, and I think, at least seeing what the A220 is like is good, because what if, this is a big what if, and this is sad to think about, but what if another bad accident happens to Max? And Boeing's forced to cancel the program. We don't want to see that happen, but if, lo and behold, something bad were to happen to Max again, and I pray to God it doesn't, but if something does, the MAX program is more than likely going to get shut down worldwide. There's no getting around it. It's been grounded for almost over a month now. Or, there's no getting around. Another MAX crash happens because of MCAS or something. MAX is done. They won't ever fly again. So I applaud them for at least considering it. It may not happen, but I applaud them for considering the fact that their Maxes are grounded through the end of July. Their Maxes are grounded through the end of July, beginning of August, and American has theirs grounded through mid-August, which means they're taking this seriously. And on the topic of Airbus, and you saying Neo was a good transition, thanks to Husky for the screenshot. I've trimmed a bunch of crap out. Yes, that is an A321 Neo XR. In American colors, it was in service today. $321. And for those who don't know, and I didn't know this until I watched a video about the Max and what was really going on. Short little 5 or 6 minute video, nothing crazy, not some 45-minute documentary. What Boeing did, and what most people probably don't realize, is that, and you can tell if you look at you go spot and you see an Airbus and then you see a 737. Airbuses are actually taller on their wheels than a 737 is. When Boeing put the Max out, they put bigger engines on it. It's just that the top of the engines are slightly above top of wings. Whereas because the Airbus sits up so high, Airbus can put an entirely new engine on it that's bigger in diameter and not have to modify the airframe. Whereas if Boeing wanted to do that, they'd have to raise the ride height, and that requires them to redesign a lot of things. So the Max is literally just your standard 800 with an engine on it that just is slightly above top of wing level. That's literally all it is. It's not any taller than your standard 737. Whereas the Airbuses, because they sit up higher, that allowed Airbus to go to, with the Neo, allowed them to go to those engine manufacturers and be like, hey, see what you can come up with. And here we are. Bigger diameter engines, which required no modifications to the standard airframe. Which probably what. And like I said in the beginning, with the previous topic, which is Southwest concerning the A220, if Max goes down again, more than likely, Max won't ever fly again. I don't want that to happen. I would hate to see it happen, but it's the 100% honest truth. Max crashes, and it's anything closely related to MCAS or MCAS. Max, I hate to say it over and over again, but Max won't ever fly again. They'll be junked, and Boeing's going to have to cancel the program, and that's going to leave Southwest flying. And you hope to God that whatever, that somewhere someone decides to put one in a museum. Put one in a museum. If they want to, put one in a museum, have it plugged into the electricity so you can have the lights and whatnot on the inside of it. But, that, like I said, Southwest concerning, I think it's good. Even if it doesn't happen, it's at least something, it's change that we can look forward to if they decide to go forward with it. Obviously, as more details are released about it, we can let you know. Nothing against Boeing and nothing against Southwest for being all one airplane model, I guess you could say, which is the Vision. But, after so long, it gets old. You see all these other airlines, American, flying mix, and then you see 5 or 6 Southwests at the terminal, and they're all the same airplane. They're all Boeings. And just... And and for most people, change is going to be hard. I get that. It's going to, really put a hole in their bank. But if it happens, I think it's going to be worth it. It's something that I'm glad like I've said, I'm glad they're considering. And even if it doesn't happen, it's something cool to look. If it does, something to look forward to, because I think the wait time on a Neo is probably years now, probably 2 or 3 years now. So there's no way they can rush a 320 Neo, or 321 might even be too much for them. But I'm saying capacity-wise, 2 or 3 year wait. But I'm saying capacity-wise, a 321 might be too much for Southwest. That I can, even if they were to, even if they were to expand Airbus and not do just the 220, they can get away with 319s and 320s. I think for them, that's right within their capacity range. A 321, I think a 321 is going to be too much. A 321, they're not going to fill they're going to struggle to fill a 321. I hate to say it, but I can see them at least looking at their options when it comes to a 319 and a 320. Like I said, I think the 321's too much. It'll be like them in a 737-9. They're gonna struggle to fill them up, and remake that bank that they spent on them. Whereas a 220, a 319, and a 320, you'll easily make that bank right back. Okay, the 220 is going to be a little, things not much smaller than a 700 Series 7.3, but they can adjust. I mean, look, they're flying to Hawaii now. And Southwest flying out of the lower 48, a year or two ago, people thought that would never happen. But they've done the testing out of like San Jose and San Francisco, and I think maybe LA. They're going to do it. It's going to happen. But, it's obviously all speculation. It may not happen. Don't spoil your turbines up over it, because it may not happen. But something that caught my attention, and something that I think really threw me and him off, and probably other people that actually bothered to read the headlines within that FlightAware email. That's all we have for today. We thought we'd come on, and our main priority was obviously Southwest considering an Airbus. That was really why we wanted to come on here, but then Husky saw the Neo LRs in action and thought, oh, what the heck, let's add it. I don't have anything else to add. We're going on 15 minutes, which is pretty good. If you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else. And that same article also stated, my final point here. Article also stated that the CEO said they have no plans to cancel what orders for Maxes they have in now. That's not their goal. They don't want to completely ruin their relationship with Boeing, but at the same time, they're at least considering options. They've got they're looking at backups. And it is. And that's why a lot of times airlines have more airplanes than they need. I mean, every time I go spotting, there's always at least one, or there's 2 or 3 E175 sitting around. But that's good, because if one comes in or one goes to leave, and lo and behold, they have to slam on the brakes going down the runway, go pull the backup one out. I think if the whole Southwest and Airbus thing does happen, it's going to be a rocky start. It's going to, it's going to be a turbulent start. But, and then I think in the long run, if it does happen, I think they're going to, I hope and pray that it turns into a good relationship. I hope Southwest can get along with both companies, even if after their current Maxes on orders, even if that's their final set of them, I hope them and Boeing can still get along with the next gens. I would like to see Southwest fly Airbuses, but if they choose not to, well, that's their choice. Exactly. I mean, we can sit there and just watch the radar. I hope Max doesn't have any further problems, but it may come down. If it does, they're gonna have to seriously telling Boeing, hey, we thank you for this airplane. We're sorry it didn't work out, but we're gonna have to go elsewhere to find replacements. I think it would look cool, and I would like to see them do more state liveries. And I wish, on the topic of liveries, I wish United would do more than just the Eco Skies and Star Alliance liveries. They need to, heck, I don't mind their new livery. It's not my thing, but it's a change. But Southwest, new airplanes for Southwest, new livery ideas. You can expand your liveries, and it's like any other thing. You have to watch how much paint you put on, because that adds weight. Alright, that's enough yapping. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Remember, all these are saved on a playlist, so you can always go back and watch from the beginning. That's Husky Gaming 365. This is MTausch48 signing off, and we will see you next time.